and welcome to our ECM training video. Today I'm going to be demonstrating the ECM procedure with our CACI machine. This is actually going to work with the Ultimate or the Ultra. It plugs into the positive port, and with the ECM there's only 4 simple moves to really help break up the cellulite and also help lift up the glute area. Now I've already pre-cleansed my client's leg. I suggest that you do that as well. Pre-cleanse, hot towel off. And also for preparation with the ECM, this is a pretty cold piece of equipment, so I recommend unplugging it and actually putting it into hot water and covering these wheels so that when it does come in contact with the client, it is very warm and very comfortable. So today, first thing we're going to start with is a conducting gel. You need to make sure that you apply the conducting gel a fair amount from the calf all the way up to the glutes. Okay, so I'll be demonstrating movement number 1. The machine does need to be set on ECM 1 through 3. This is my client's very first treatment. So set it on ECM 1 through 3. Press step 1 and 2, and then press start. Our first move, what I want you to do is divide the leg into 4 columns. And we're just going to be doing a gliding movement up, and we're going to be going around the hip without breaking contact, moving back down. So I always start in the middle of the leg. So nice pressure. Make sure that you have your conductivity. Pressure up. Up over the hips. Keep in contact and then drain down. Now, if this cord does get in your way, it's very long and it's got a lot of give, so feel free to put it around your neck. I'm going to do that again because we have to do each of these moves twice. Be careful over that sensitive back of the knee, up the hip, around, and then drain down. So therapists also protect your own bodies too, so make sure that you're bending your knees and you're not bending at your back. Now I'm going up the center, the middle of the back of the leg, going up the hip, back down, and gliding back down. I'm going to do that again. And what's so unique about this piece of equipment is that these are formed and they're almost at a point, but they're not uncomfortable. So you're able to really break up cellulite without causing that painful pressure. Now I'm going to do it on the outside. Careful over the knee, up, over the hip, back down. And just also be aware that IT band is very sensitive on a lot of people. So just also really kind of check in with your client, make sure that they feel comfortable. Gliding. And that completes movement number 1. This is our ECM. This is the second movement in our protocols. So once again, you're going to divide the leg into 3 or 4 columns. I always start in the middle. So this is very similar to move number 1. Except for there's something very special at the end. It's our lifting. So nice and slow movements, light over the back of the knees. Then I want you to rotate your body and I want you to rotate your wrists a little bit. Position yourself, raise that glute up and hold for 10 seconds. Don't lose contact. Glide back down. Another one in the middle. Rotate and hold. So it's really interesting because people's hip bones, everything's a little bit different on everybody. So check in with your client, make sure that you're not pinching or riding too hard on a bone. Make sure that they're comfortable. How does that feel?
It's comfortable.
Okay. So you're going to hold that for 10 seconds and then you're not going to break contact. Release and down. So now I'm going to go right up the middle. Same thing, rotate your body and lift. So as you're working out on the back of the thigh, you can actually angle the ECM to work at a little bit of a different angle. So of course our first 2 moves we're going to be really focusing on the inner glutes, and then on our next 2 moves we're really going to be focusing on the outer glutes. And hold. Make sure you've got great conductivity. If you don't have enough contact gel on the client's leg, they will be able to feel the little pinpricks, but normally people really don't feel a whole lot. Back down. I'm going to go to my outside of the leg. Rotate, lift. Back down. Rotate, lift, and hold 10 seconds. And glide back down, and that is position number 2. Okay, ECM step number 3. You need to go back over to your machine and press step 3. So this movement actually requires a little bit of elbow grease from your therapist. So what I want you to do, if you are right-handed dominant, put the ECM in your right hand, keep your left hand free. What we're going to do is we're going to do a zigzagging pattern all the way up to the glutes. When I get up to the glutes, I'm going to do about 20 seconds of vigorous back and forth movements. We really want to create some erythema, some redness. We want to get the blood flowing in this area. So you want to make sure that when you do that, you want to squat low, protect your body, and really kind of go back and forth. You will get your blood pressure going. Are you ready? Back and forth, and then once you get up to the glute, and then come back down. And that is position number 3. Okay, this is ECM movement number 4. So I need you to go back to your machine. I need you to press step 4. Now what we're going to do, it's more of a pressing and lifting action. So it's a little bit like body palming, but of course we're using our microcurrent handpiece. So once again, divide the leg into columns, 3 to 4 columns. But I want you to start at the ankle. I always start in the middle of the leg. Press, release, press, release. Careful over the back of the knee. Press, release, press, release, press, release. Don't break contact. Go back down. Do that again. Press, release. Now at the top of the leg. Back down, another one on the top of the leg. My last column on the outer part of the leg. Glide back down, and that is the completion of our ECM. Now what you need to do is just remove with hot towel, and then feel free to go ahead and apply your firming cream, cellulite cream, whatever you need to do to finish off the treatment.